Welcome back.
Sorry, I keep taking this off topic.
Oh, you good?
You should probably actually get on one of the topics.
Well, it looks like Joe's computer this week was actually taking.
Mm.
I'm sorry, guys.
Tune in next week for John's.
Oh yeah, it'll be my turn. Don't you bring that down on me.
Ricky Bobby, fuck you.
Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby.
That's great.
When's Will Ferrell going to come out with a
good movie?
Yeah. Holmes and Watson was very disappointing.
I thought it was good slapstick. I mean, it wasn't like his original stuff, but it was very, very slapsticky and kind of it was funny in its own cringy, oh my god, that's so dumb, it's stupid kind of way.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that as Sherlock Holmes and John Watson, because we've already established that Sherlock Holmes and Watson are both very intelligent and good at being detectives and all that good stuff. And they were very much not.
Well, yeah, I mean, that was part of the joke, though, too.
I don't know.
It almost kind of makes sense, though, in like how they would be in real life, because it was like Watson the whole time was actually,
the more reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they kind of just like broke the case either through complete stupidity that actually was what the main villain was actually doing, or they just stumbled upon it.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just didn't enjoy it as much. I love Talladega Nights. I love Step Brothers.
The first Anchorman.
Yes, Anchorman. I mean, as far as John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell.
Step Brothers by far.
Yeah, as a combo, Step Brothers was amazing. Talladega Nights was awesome. I wanted more out of Holmes and Watson. I was hoping for something a little more.
Yeah, if you think about it like that, yeah, it's definitely not as good as their past movies done together.
It felt like a major step backwards. So I don't know. Maybe I could go back and watch it with fresh eyes and see if opinion changes.
I don't know. Yeah, Step Brothers, and then what was the serious one that he did, where the narrator was narrating his life and she didn't realize it. I enjoyed that movie.
What was it?
Like
Stranger.
Stranger Than Fiction. Yeah, the more serious role that he did. I enjoyed that one too.
I actually never saw it. The fact that it was a dramedy kind of pushed me away from it. I have seen some dramedies that I enjoyed, but I'm more apt to shy away from them than to actually give them a chance. Like Punch Drunk Love.
Oh, see, I enjoyed that movie too.
I did enjoy it, but it wasn't. I didn't watch it because I wanted to watch it. I was at a friend's house, and
right,
and I ended up enjoying it, but I didn't actually go out of my way to try to watch it.
Yeah, I like Adam Sandler talking about serious comedians and serious roles. I enjoy a lot of his serious roles too.
Yeah, and see, being turned on to Punch Drunk Love made me interested in watching like Spanglish or The Cobbler.
Yeah, The Cobbler was a great movie. Yeah, and I don't care what anybody says. Spanglish is amazing.
Yeah, Spanglish was good. I enjoyed it, at least for a one-time watch. See myself going and watch it again, but
I've seen it
a one-night stand with a movie
multiple times, but I enjoy that movie though. So yeah.
Go ahead and watch Greenberg.
I've not even
heard the name.
Tell me how you feel after watching 2 hours of nothing.
Is that with
got Ben Stiller?
Yeah, I heard about that with that movie.
It's like 2 hours of him, and like the best scene, he does like cocaine at a party. He like has sex with this girl, the main protagonist girl, and that was it. It was like
Yeah.
just looking into a shitbag's life for 2 hours.
All right.
I'm kind of glad I'm not the type of person that enjoys those. Like,
Hey, you want to talk about like pretentious artistic movies?
Yeah.
That would be one of them. Yeah.
yeah, like I hate pretentious, overly artistic type stuff. Like I don't get it.
It
I don't
depends on the
enjoy it.
movie. I get like Lost in Translation with Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson. I really enjoy that movie, but it was done in a very artistic way as well.
I watched it one time and I about it.
Yeah, his Sofia Coppola, Francis Ford Coppola's daughter, wrote and directed that movie. I enjoyed it, but it also takes place in Japan, so I mean that probably was a huge factor in it. But
You're fucking biased. There was actually one that not too long ago. It was God, I can't remember the name of it, but he was this high school teacher, and he met up with chicks on this, I think the website was called Side by Side, and it was like a suicide website. And they'd get in these chat rooms and then, meet up together, and they would commit suicide together. But he would kill the person, or, let them think that he was draining all their blood out, and then he would drink their blood like a vampire. And
I've not heard of that.
It was really, really good. And, towards the I'm not going to ruin it, but towards the end, it leaves you with this, like, what the fuck moment. But it's like, oh, yeah, because it was all just...
What was
What's
that
this
called?
I can't remember the name of it. I'll have to...
It's a weird name for a movie.
Jesus Christ.
It's a long, obscure title.
What was that one anime, John? You said...
Oh, damn it! I don't remember now either. Like,
it was like somebody goes to high school and finds a boyfriend.
Yeah, like how is what's her face gonna find a boyfriend when she goes to an all girl school? Yeah, like that was that whole sentence was the title of the show.
That's ridiculous.
Maybe it was just called Vampire. I can't remember.
That sounds like those long, kind of like a fad. Like people started doing it in music, and they started doing it in movies. Like it just feels like one of those fad type things.
That's a lot of Japanese anime is to have long titles like that.
Well, like that movie I was talked to you guys about previous episode, The Man Who Killed Hitler and then the Bigfoot.
Right. Yeah. Another good example. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's one that I actually enjoyed. I actually went out of my way, gave it a chance, and actually enjoyed it. But there are other movies that have titles like still just can't do, like the movie Hobo with a Shotgun.
See, that's
I still can't.
Terribly long title for a movie.
No, but it's an obscure, like a hobo with a shotgun. That does not sound like a good title of a movie to me. It doesn't
sounds like a good B movie,
which I'm told it is. Like it is kind of a B movie, and I'm told that it's actually good, but I just couldn't ever bring myself to watch it.
I hate the B movies that like had really, really, really good monsters, like Frankenstein's Army, but that's all it showed was just the monsters. They didn't really do anything.
Yeah, there wasn't really much story with that one. It was like mostly first person movies, wasn't it?
Say what?
Wasn't of course I did. Wasn't Frankenstein's Army done mostly in first person?
Yeah, it was like it was
footage.
Weird. Like almost like a dream. Like you were just kind of there and looking at the monsters, and you were kind of there looking at the monsters.
Yeah, you were like from the perspective of an American that got taken off the battlefield and was going to be experimented on, but he woke up or something like that. The monsters were really awesome.
I mean,
they totally look like the zombie Call of Duty World War II zombies or something. Like, they're crazy.
Yep.
They look John Carpenter as shit.
But it was like that's all they did. It's like,
Yeah.
oh hey, we made these monsters for another movie, but we're gonna take the credit and just show them.
Yeah. It's more like, hey, look at that. Check this out. Ooh.
Where's my money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money. I don't know. There are some obscure titles out there that actually are Dead Snow.
Yeah.
That, like, the name to me is super cheesy, like Dead Snow.
Right.
You know, that just sounds super cheesy to me. I'm sorry, and maybe not to other people, but
Yeah.
it's one of those titles that turns me off because it doesn't sound interesting.
Right. But
And-
speaking of World War II, like Nazi zombies, that is your
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, right. And I watched it, and I did enjoy it. It paid a lot of homage to some classic horror movies, like very Evil Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I actually did enjoy it.
So
I enjoyed it further. So
I stopped watching that movie like 5 minutes into it because they spoke German the whole time and I wasn't gonna subtitles. Is it all in German like that, or is it a part where
I think it's actually Icelandic, not German. Yeah, I think it takes place in Iceland or Greenland, something like that.
I can't remember exactly. Yeah, I don't remember what specific language it is. Dutch, even maybe, but yeah, it is. It's subtitled. They're foreign movies.
The sequel actually is not. The sequel was actually filmed in.
I want to say they did an English dub for the first one as well.
Yeah, but you can't watch a movie with English dub. It's not
watch anime with
good.
English dub.
I say yeah.
Anime is different, but you can't watch live action with English dub. It's god awful. Like, they get the worst voice actors to do that shit, and if it's not a Ghibli movie, they are not getting good voice actors.
I don't know. I've seen some pretty badass Japanese action films where the voices, the characters are still talking 10 minutes after the English voice actor stopped, but it's still badass.
It's not even just the fact that their words don't line up at all. It's the inflections that they use. They tend to use they just sound so cheesy to me. Old Boy, great movie,
excellent movie.
Do not watch it in English dubs because
they had the remake where the American version of it where they remade it with Josh Brolin and
but
it was garbage. But
yeah, like in that one, the original is better. And I went through a period where I watched a lot of foreign films and subtitles. I went through the Japanese horror genre for a while, some action movies and so on. It's better to read them subtitles than to watch dub because the English dub is laughable.
Yeah, I don't mind reading subtitles too. Yeah, like Travis, I know you're not a huge fan. And that this preference is all that is.
That's a shame. There are some really good that movie alone is reading the subtitles.
Yeah, cut out through that.
It was called Peh.
Yeah,
of course I did. Yeah, watch Peh. It's very good. Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh yeah, that movie. Oh god.
Yeah,
it's so good.
I can do movies. It's just anime. It's too action packed and very artsy with the visuals to be sitting there like that one with Jackie Chan and every Chinese movie he's done where he's he fakes his death in battlefields and then scavenges gold out of the dead bodies and shit. That was a good one. That was subbed.
That doesn't sound familiar, actually.
Hold on. You said Jackie Chan. Is this Jackie Chan anime or Chan live action?
Live action.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Oh yeah,
It
that
was-
surprises me actually. I thought I'd seen all his stuff.
He's a bit older. He's supposed to play as this older shyster.
So it's a newer, relatively.
Yeah,
Right
he
on.
probably did it
same.
before Foreigner.
Oh yeah, Foreigner was
Oh,
incredible.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the Jackie Chan movies that we always grew up with were actually done in like the 80s and early 90s, like Super Cop, Legend of what Drunken Master,
Yeah, yeah.
Rumble in the Bronx.
Rumble in the Bronx. Yeah.
That's probably his biggest movie from back in the day. Like everybody generally knows Rumble in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm. And those had pretty bad English
Super
dubs.
bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
Like even the American people were dubbed in English, and it was terrible.
Yes.
It was so bad.
Oh, yep. Yeah, they were.
Like it's almost like watching Enter the Fist. Kung Pao, Enter the Fist. Like it,
See, now that movie is satire, and that makes sense, and that's why it's funny. But yeah.
like it's so accurate. Like-
Yes, it is. That's a great movie too. Yeah.
That guy hasn't made any other movie. Kung Pao, has he?
I don't think he has.
Yeah, he kind of made one awesome obscure comedy, and
Yeah. And then nothing else. Nobody ever heard from him again. Yeah. Yeah, Pan's
Yeah.
Labyrinth though. You mentioned that.
Yeah.
I want to talk about that for a second. That is an incredible movie. Guillermo del Toro, that man is a visionary.
yep, I love it. I haven't watched it in a really long time. We almost watched it the other day. Kat wanted to watch a movie, and she went to put that on, and I was okay if you feel like reading a movie. And she was like, "Oh, it's subtitled." I was like, "Yeah, don't you remember? Like
Yeah.
we've seen this before."
Yeah. Great
It's like,
movie.
ah,
Yeah, it is
yeah.
subtitled, but it's phenomenal.
Yeah, it really
Very
is.
brutal, very graphic too. Like it is an adult movie for sure, but it's funny because it's what is it based on, or was written like it was supposed to be a fairy tale.
I think it was an original fairy tale by, I don't think Del Toro himself wrote it, but I think a friend of his wrote the screenplay. But it was like an original fairy tale
Yeah.
that he wrote.
So yeah, it has a child in it, but it is very brutal, very graphic movie.
yeah, it takes place during some war. I don't know if it was like a fictional war or an actual like historic war, but it's in Spanish, and I'm assuming that it takes place in Spain, or because he's from Spain and he's not from Mexico.
Yeah.
He's that type. Yeah,
He's Spanish. Yeah, it's it's an incredible movie though. Yeah, very it has the whole fairy tale aspect to it with some of the imagery and everything in the movie, and they did a great job. And of course, I can't remember the guy that he uses that plays the parts of all his monsters in his movies. Doug Jones.
Oh yeah, Doug Jones.
Yeah, he played the two of the characters in that movie too. Yeah, so good.
Yeah, he played one and the gluttony monster, like that had the eyeballs,
in his hands. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Guillermo del Toro, for anybody listening that doesn't know, he's the guy that did most recognizably, I guess, would be the Hellboy movies, the original Hellboy movies, and then Lady in the Water. Not Lady in the Water. What was that movie called? It was his most recent. It won a bunch of awards.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, cannot think of the name of that.
I know what you're talking about. Oh, damn it. Doug Jones played the fish man.
Yeah. Yeah, the woman falls in love with the fish man, and they have like human fish man sex, and it's like kind of weird, but it's endearingly a good movie though. Still, yeah, I
Right.
liked that. It was a great movie.
Dang it. Hold on. I'm looking it up.
But yeah,
I want to say it's like Love in the Water.
don't remember. But yeah, Hellboy is probably what he's most known
The
for.
Shape of Water.
The Shape of Water. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he also played a lot of roles in Hellboy movies. At least in Hellboy 2. Like, he was Abe in Hellboy 1 and 2, but he also played the Angel in
2.
and 2, and he actually had some other parts too. Like, he actually plays 2 or 3 different monsters because it's because he's so tall and skinny that he can fit into pretty much any kind of prosthetic, and
Yeah, he's
it
like
looks good,
flexible as
So-
shit, so he can strike all those crazy disproportionate type of poses, I guess. Yeah.
Well, that and generally prosthetics they add a lot of mass to a person.
Yeah.
You know, like, so a bigger person wearing prosthetics looks way bigger.
Mhm.
Whereas Doug Jones is already so skinny, when they put the prosthetics on him, he actually looks more like a normal size, average person, you know? So,
Right.
like, prosthetic work on him just looks so good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a perfect person for those roles.
Mhm.
He's been working with Del Toro forever too.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Del Toro wrote specifically for Jones.
Wrote it specifically for him. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I cut out again.
All good.
Just-
I think we
I
bored
don't
Travis.
mean to.
No, sorry. I'm trying to find this damn movie. I'm not going to stop till I find
Oh, the vampire movie?
that one in the Jackie Chan. You guys are
Oh, yeah, yeah.
delicious.
Delicious. That's the name of the movie. Delicious. That's a very misleading title. I would assume it would have something food.
That or it's a terrible translation from what the actual Chinese name of the movie is.
Yeah. Or is that actually the name of the vampire movie?
All right, yeah, that could be the name of the vampire movie.
Yes. Blood is
actually
delicious.
Be more fitting, yeah. If
I
that's not
can't-
the name of that vampire movie, there needs to be a vampire movie that's called Delicious.
Yeah, I mean, totally. They came out with a vampire / werewolf movie called Blood and Chocolate. Why not? Why not just
There you
call
go.
one delicious?
Yep. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. Hollywood. Get on
Yeah.
it.
I want Brad Pitt to do a little cameo in it.
No.
Basically, just
See-
every person who's ever played a vampire.
No. See, we were talking about this at work the other day about the Anne Rice vampire
Oh.
movies, and Brad Pitt and what's
I
his
hate
name?
him so much. Come on.
Yeah, you cannot
Go
stand him
on.
as an actor. I love him
Come
as
on,
an actor.
guy. Come on.
Uh,
You can do it.
of course I would forget his name. Tom Cruise. Oh,
There you go.
that took
I was
way
about
too
to
long.
start throwing out some like very elaborate hints.
Yes. Now, those two as vampires, no. That was horrible.
Actually, I didn't mind Brad Pitt so much. Like, when's the last time you watched Interview with the Vampire?
Yeah, that is like my favorite vampire movie.
Forever ago, and I couldn't do it. I wasn't a fan of the Anne Rice stuff though. Like Interview with the Vampire, I didn't really care about either.
You gotta give Brad Pitt some props. Like, I hate Tom Cruise, but Brad Pitt actually was pretty good.
Oh, I like them as actors. Yeah, I think they're incredible. But
I thought his personality fit the douchebaggy.
Yeah,
Maybe it was just the look of him, because I guess I'm not knocking his acting skills, because he's an incredible actor. It's the look and the way that him and Tom Cruise both, long-haired ponytail, just no. No, please no.
yeah. I mean, playing, there are American dudes playing French guys pretending to be English. Whitewashing. Yeah, like damn Hollywood for not casting actual long-haired people for long-haired movie roles.
I mean, I don't know.
That's going to be the next thing.
I thought they looked stupid in that movie. I guess that's my point.
I don't know. It was, being that it was a period piece, I guess I didn't mind it. I just hate Tom Cruise. Like, so him I didn't enjoy. Or Kirsten Dunst, for that matter. Kind of hated her too.
I forgot she was in that, actually.
Yeah, kind of hated her. That was one of her first, if not her first, movie role. And I mean, I don't know. I kind of hate Kirsten Dunst anyway.
I don't really remember her role in that movie.
She was the little girl that they turned, like, that Louis was Brad Pitt's character's name, I'm pretty sure. And he was forced to turn her into a vampire because he kind of drank her mom and started to drink her unintentionally because like the hunger took over.
Right.
And so he stopped and made her a vampire. So yeah, she was stuck as a little girl because, you know,
yeah, like you do when you become a
vampire reasons.
Right.
And yeah, so she got kind of annoying. She had this one scene where she hating Brad Pitt because he turned her into a vampire. She like chopped all of her hair off back instantly because vampire reasons. And but she was irritating. Like when she went on and tantrum, I wanted to turn the movie off, or at the very least fast forward it to get away from
past that. Yeah,
but she does die in the movie. Spoilers,
yeah. That's funny. You would think that with her being young, I guess it depends. So we were talking about that the other day too, is and speaking of vampires, we were talking about the Twilight movies and Kristen Dunst's horrid acting in those movies. She was in Panic Room. No, Kristen Stewart.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She was in Panic Room, was like one of her first movies when she was younger, and she actually did a really good job in that movie. It's like,
yeah,
after that movie, she kind of hit puberty and grew up into an adult, and her acting just went to shit.
I don't know. I never jumped on the Kristen Stewart bandwagon, like hating on her like a bunch of people. It seemed like that was just kind of a trend. Like she was the new thing to hate for a period. And yeah, Twilight sucks. I'm not into those at all. They're just terrible movies, and they're career enders. Look at how hard it's been for all the people that was in to bounce back.
Kristen Stewart's been doing a decent amount of work.
She's starting, and a lot of her work that is starting to be good, the same as Robert Pattinson, is independent movies.
Rob Pattinson, his have been pretty good too. I've enjoyed them, and then I mean he just recently got the new Batman role too, and the argument
I heard he dropped out.
Oh really?
Yeah, I heard he dropped out already because of fan backlash. Everybody's like, "No, Twilight."
Oh, the last I heard, he had actually tried the suit on and everything, and was talking about how you know, the suit felt to put on and this and that and whatever. But as far as I know, he's still in it. Yeah.
Well, I kind of hope so. I kind of want that to be an underdog tale.
Yeah, I think that he'll do an awesome job, and that was the argument. Is like, oh, he played a sparkly vampire. He shouldn't be a Batman. Like, you can't. It's like, come on. Edward is not going to be Batman. Robert Pattinson is going to be Batman. Like, yeah, people
I
are
mean,
ridiculous.
I know it's been beat to death. This horse is done, but Heath Ledger played a gay cowboy,
Right.
and he blew everyone's mind.
Yep.
You know, like, and I've never seen Brokeback.
Same. I haven't either.
It's like that just doesn't interest me. Nothing against, not hating on it, but like I know there was a lot of controversy over that, and I mean, really a bold jump for everyone involved. You
Yeah,
know, like
two great actors. Yeah.
yeah, and that honestly could have been kind of movie, you know, just given how controversial it was the time it was released and so on, you know, like because you really just don't see a whole lot of LGBTQRSTVs movies in the mainstream. Like, I'm sorry, I know I got that wrong, but
LGBTQ. Yeah.
there you go. I'm sorry. I mean, no offense.
There's actually an infinite amount.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like pi, you know, like the numbers after the decimal just keep going.
we have to form to them.
Yeah, the letters after the L.
All right, so I found the name of the movie, of the Jackie Chan movie.
Holy shit.
20
After
minutes later.
20 minutes of research.
Yeah.
We've talked about so many things.
I walked to the great fountain of youth to get my time back that I wasted. It's called Little Big Soldier.
Little Big Soldier.
Never heard of it.
And it's about him pretending to be on the battlefield.
So,
and then after the war is over.
So what he does is these two big great Chinese armies are fighting, and the way that he gets out of battling is like he's got like pop-up arrows on his chest, and then he like lays down, looks like he got shot by an arrow, and he waits for everyone else to die. Then he gets up, and he just so happens to skim across this general that's almost about ready to die. So he fixes him up and is like, "Hey, this is ransom money right here. You know, fuck this guy." And it's their journey going back.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So is it done like a buddy movie?
Kind of like they hate each other, but then they
become friends along their.
Yeah, mortal enemies becoming.
I mean, the real question though is, does it involve badass Jackie Chan fighting?
Like goofy badass Jackie Chan fighting.
Okay. Somewhere like drunken master type goofy fighting.
Yeah, so like he doesn't know how to fight really, but he's just evading everything in the goofiest fashion.
Yeah.
Okay. Right on.
Jackie Chan makes that look good.
He is a master of his craft, that is for sure. Like I have always enjoyed Jackie Chan. Like the Rush Hour movies were good.
Yeah.
He was in another one. What was it called? It was like a spy movie.
The Tuxedo.
The Tuxedo. Yeah. Like that one was actually.
I forgot about that one. Yeah, that was good. What were the Western movies? Shanghai Noon, Shanghai Nights.
Yeah,
those were.
I actually enjoyed those too, but that wasn't just because of Jackie. I actually really appreciated Owen Wilson in those movies as well. They actually made a really good combo. Jackie Chan plays a good straight man, and if he's put with the right person, like Chris Tucker being more the funny man, Jackie Chan playing it straight, like that worked so well. And then he got the same kind of chemistry with Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
That and Jackie Chan just looks so lovable. Like, doesn't he just look like the nicest Chinese dude ever?
And he's like 80.
Yeah. Like,
well, hell,
Jackie Chan seems like the type of dude that would like buy you. Like he would sit there and hang out with his fans on an afternoon, like somebody just randomly saw him at the restaurant or something. They're like, "Oh my God, Jackie Chan!" They're like, "Oh hey, buy you lunch."
What was he was in the newest, I guess, Karate Kid. with Will Smith's
Yeah.
son.
Mhm,
Yeah, that was
mhm.
good.
That was a deep role for him, actually, like emotionally. Like
Yeah.
we got to kind of see a side of Jackie Chan we hadn't really got to see before.
Mm.
Yeah,
Shit, The Foreigner, man.
that movie was great. Like that one turned me on from the trailer.
Yeah.
And
This go ahead, sorry.
I was just gonna reiterate what I had already said, so you go ahead.
Well, this one that the Little Big Soldier, it's definitely like whenever I watched it, I was like, oh shit, because at the end it gets real pulls on the old heartstrings.
Does
Mhm.
it?
Yeah.
See, there are a handful of movies that I don't go actively trying to watch movies that like make me tear up or anything. You know, like I'm not one for those types of movies, but there are a few that they get you. You know, like
I 100% will watch movies like that, but I don't mind watching movies like that.
I don't actively go trying to like, yeah, I want to tear right now. You know,
Well,
like,
I'm in touch with my emotions, Joe.
well, stop
So-
touching your emotions.
So in touch with your emotions that you leave us for like 3 months.
Yeah.
And learn how to speak Japanese. John's over there touching his emotions in a foreign language.
Like you went off onto your own world so bad that I was like, you know what to do, because that sounds like he has something to do with his life. I'm gonna start watching anime. So fuck you for that one. Now my life's consumed.
Yeah, it happens. That was sort of a coping mechanism, but yeah, I mean, it brought with it many new adventures. Yeah,
So I guess we're gonna have to start paying you for friendship too.
yeah, I guess I'll start writing up the paperwork.
You know what? Here,
I got a lawyer I can
Refer me to. Nice, yeah.
let's all charge each other so that there's a constant debt and that we all have to see each other.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, nice
I don't know,
loophole there, Travis. I got you.
Yeah.
I mean, just so long as nobody puts an embargo.
Man, I'm putting fucking tariffs. Let's go.
Right.
You
Good
know,
luck
like-
ever seeing me again, you fuckers.
Like there better not be a Cold War pop.
Can you call it a war between three people, I suppose? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and then
I
which of
guess-
this would be the Axis and which would be the Ally? I mean,
Well,
we would need a fourth. We need a fourth to actually really do good Axis and Allies.
I mean, is
At
it
least a fourth.
is it left and right and conservative, or how are we gonna twist this? I guess.
Yeah.
I can see the headline. You know,
John's totally Japan.
three friends in diabolical scheme against each other,
The headline, yeah.
and then underneath it says subtext: John corrected headline due to grammar error.
And that started the second war. Yeah.
If you like our content, please subscribe. Make sure to give us a like and hit that bell notification icon so you can know the next time we decide to waste your time. Thanks for hanging out.
Bye.
Bye.